Yo, this is skullcrashingfinale. Subscribe to me up there. Like down there. Comment down there. Always interested in what you got to say. This is my WWE Smackdown review, 25th of February 2011. And it's just gone off the air 40 minutes ago. And this, I believe, it hasn't even started in America. I might be wrong, but anyway. The first match was Rey Mysterio versus Kane, and these two had good elimination chambers. Kane looked quite dominant, and Rey Mysterio got so much punishment, and he still was kicking out. This match was quite a good match. Rey Mysterio ended up winning. They built it up, the commentators, like this was a massive surprise, and I really saw it happening. He did the 619 Rey Mysterio, and then he went to do the jumpy thing off the West Coast pop or something, off the top rope of the turnbuckle, and Kane caught him. Then you had that moment whether he was going to power bomb him or not, but then he twisted around and then he put him in the pin, and it was a good finish. It was a good match for Kane. He hasn't had very many good matches, but for his standards, I thought it was quite good. But the reason why Rey Mysterio was done this was because so he could set up the promo which was about to happen, and out comes American Dream. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, comes in the ring with Rey, and he hugs him, and Dusty said, "Oh, I'm gonna call out Dashing Cody Rhodes." Just goes Cody to come and apologize, and he then comes out. He's got the mask on, and Dusty starts having a go at him, saying how this dashing gimmick has stopped him winning championships when The Miz and Edge. That apparently, he said Edge has come back during the time he's had the dashing gimmick. Edge has come back from injury, which was in January, and this dashing gimmick started in May or April, so that's wrong, and won a championship. Well, he won the championship, and The Miz won the championship. Well, that one's right, but yeah, he talks on ages. What's going on and on, Dusty, and how he was kind of disappointed with him, and then he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." He finally goes, Cody Rhodes goes, "I'm sorry," and to Rey Mysterio and to his dad, and you thought, oh, it's going to be a heartwarming ending. Well, you know it's not going to be like that in WWE. He goes to, I love the look of Dusty Rhodes. He goes to hug him, and then he's going away, Rey Mysterio, and he holds onto his hand, and then all of a sudden, BAM! Dashing Cody Rhodes comes out of nowhere, smacks him. Didn't come out of nowhere, but then the assault started, and Booker's like, "Ah!" By the way, can anyone actually translate what Booker says? I'm joking, I can understand most of the things, but he's like, "Oh, I could tell from the look in his eyes that was going to happen. There was something fishy about it." Yeah, anyway. So, this was a what's the thing? Setup. You could say Dusty turned heel here as he helps his own son out. Rey he just gets slaughtered and he gets chucked into the HD screen where the mirror is. It was really good. He was holding his face to the mirror on the electronic screen, and then he chucked his face, and all of a sudden, which I did not see happening, Cody just takes off his mask, and you can see his bald head, but you couldn't see his face, and he was just crawling around, and he was holding the mask, and he was running around with it. He ran backstage with his mask, and the paramedics, the refs, came out and covered his head with a towel. Next match, the Divas match, Layla versus Rosa Mendes, and this was the most stupid thing. Rosa Mendes actually was in a match and she actually won, but it was because of disqualification. WWE completely missed, not the WWE, the commentators completely missed what happened. Michael Cole goes, how can Rosa do that when she was pushed by Layla into what's her name? Into Michelle McCool. Now, that's a bit fishy, but they completely missed that out. But anyway, I'm not really going to talk about it. It was a crap match, and it looks like Layla were splitting up finally. No more Piggy James chants and all that crap, or what do they call Natalia? I don't know. But anyway, by the way, this Smackdown, I reckon about 30 minutes of it, minimum, was highlights of Raw. They showed, they had the Be Vault thing like usual. They had the, what's it called? They had the John Cena responding to Rock thing, and they had the confrontation, the 221-11 thing, and that just went on for ages. Couldn't be asked with it. Okay, anyway. Next match, Jack Swagger, who I'm a big fan of, versus the IC champion, who I'm also a big fan of, Kofi Kingston. But I wanted Swagger to win, because Swagger needs it more, and Swagger won. And they put in the ankle lock. He tapped out. It wasn't given much time. He basically annihilated him, and it actually looked good for Swagger. And the camera didn't get it very. None of the commentators saw this, and the camera didn't really get the angle right. But he was just looking at the WrestleMania sign, and that's good news, because he deserves to be at WrestleMania. Next we see Vickie knock on Teddy Long's door, because later that night was announced Drew McIntyre and Vickie versus Edge and Kelly, and if Vickie's team lost, Vickie would get fired. Yeah, no answer. She ran to Chavo and asked for help, and it was obvious. It was obvious that Chavo wouldn't help him. I think Chavo's starting to become a face. Oh, you know what? Poor Chavo. He deserves more than being Swagger's soaring eagle. But he's not that anymore. But anyway, going off track. Fourth match. Core was banned from ringside. Wade Barrett versus Big Show. Such a bad match. Oh, terrible. The winner, it was Big Show won via count out. And then the Core came out. They come in the ring. He runs out the ring, and then he smacks a chair on his head, on Justin Gabriel's head, and they all run away. I'm sorry, they wouldn't have done that. The old Nexus and stuff like that. It was just stupid. They made them look really weak. The Core. I really do not know where they're going with this storyline. There will be a match at WrestleMania. Will it be Wade Barrett and Big Show? We've seen it a few times. I reckon it could be Ezekiel Jackson and Big Show, but then who would Wade Barrett face? I'm not sure. Or we could see the return of Diesel. Tag with Big Show, I don't know. They could both face. Then the main event. If you were to be telling me or anyone that 5 months ago, okay, even 2 months ago, the main event on a SmackDown card would be Drew McIntyre, okay, people may have believed you there, Vickie Guerrero, they think you'd be mad, versus Edge, okay, they can, and Kelly Kelly, again. By the way, I think Kelly Kelly's in-ring skills have got better, Mike skills got better. Kelly Kelly will get a massive push and she'll have a match at WrestleMania, I think. Yeah, and the winner was Edge and Kelly Kelly. So, Vickie is gone. Gone. And if you don't know what that means, it's inverted commas because she isn't gone. She's as gone as, was gone. John Cena. She'll claw herself back in with Dolph Ziggler. I've got no idea. They better bring Dolph Ziggler back quickly if they want him in a match at Mania. Because I've got no idea who he's going to face. But she's gone. All in all, this SmackDown wasn't very good. In my opinion, I think quite a few people will agree with me. There was hardly any time given to any matches. Apart from the first one was probably the longest one. Promos weren't that good. Dusty Rhodes talked too long, falling asleep. Not a good SmackDown. I reckon it's by far the worst SmackDown of 2011. That's not good on the road to WrestleMania. Anyway, I'm skullcrashingfinale. You may disagree with me. Comment down there and we could have a debate. Subscribe and like. And if you don't like my opinions, try not to dislike. But anyway, peace out.